There are 500,000 of them in Delhi alone, people whose survival depends on what they scavenge out of the rubbish. For human beings, it doesn't get much worse than this, and yet it has, thanks to coronavirus. Every day, Delhi produces 350 tons of medical waste linked to COVID-19. Inevitably, the rag pickers come into contact with it. Unprotected, they take their life in their hands because they have no choice but to risk it.
हाथ में डर लगता है, मुझे कान सुई सब कुछ लगता है, लेकिन फिर भी क्या अगर मजबूरी में करना पड़ता है, कर लेता हूँ.
The rag pickers are outcasts who were used to being socially distanced long before Corona came along. But at the other end of India's prosperity spectrum, in the high-tech city of Hyderabad, stigma is a new phenomenon. It may be modern and rich, but residents who test positive for coronavirus and their relatives are suffering the cruel side effect of becoming cast aside by the rest of society. Mohammed Salman has had to move in with his uncle, and that is because first he lost his mother to coronavirus, then he lost his home. He was kicked out like a leper of old.
It was the worst. The society forced us to leave the home where we are living. After this incident, we are forced to leave the house. We are forced to go anywhere. The society rejects us like we are zombies.
While Hyderabad's hospitals are overflowing, with some patients reduced to lying on the floor, the true number of sufferers is undoubtedly higher than official figures suggest. That's because many people who may have COVID-19 just don't want to know or have it known. Such is the disgrace attached. This Muslim graveyard is more than 400 years old, but coronavirus has filled it to capacity. Increasingly, relatives are made to bury their loved ones in cemeteries outside the city. Even the dead are being ostracized as grave diggers are forced to work harder than ever before.
दिन रात हमको 24 आवर्स काम करना पड़ रहा और जो है यहाँ पे खबूर के लिए जगह भी नहीं है. अब जो मरहूमीन आ रहे हैं, अब उन लोगों को किधर भी देख के एक जगह देख के निकाल के दफन कर दे रहे हैं.
Hindus cremate their dead, and again the numbers have increased so much new ground for pyres has had to be found. Few people attend. The victims of COVID-19 are treated like pariahs, and their families know that while the illness is highly contagious, so too is the stigma attached, another layer of coronavirus cruelty. John Irvine, News at 10.